It begins deep beneath the black waters of the North Atlantic, a cold, endless void where sunlight dies and sound becomes the only sense that matters. For decades, something has been moving down there. Something faster than any submarine, quieter than any torpedo, and according to those who've heard it, far smarter than the ocean itself. The U.S. Navy calls them USOs, Unidentified Submarine Objects. But inside classified circles, they have another name: the Fast Movers. It was 1968, the height of the Cold War. Submarines prowled the Arctic like ghosts, each side listening for the other's heartbeat beneath miles of crushing pressure. That year, aboard the USS Tautog, sonar operators detected a contact that defied every known law of underwater physics. No engine signature, no propeller noise, and moving at over 200 knots, faster than anything built by man. For a few tense minutes, the crew listened in disbelief as the blip darted across the sonar display, weaving effortlessly through deep ocean ridges. Then, silence. It was gone. The Navy called it a malfunction, but the men who heard it, they knew it wasn't. Across the Atlantic, NATO stations in Norway were picking up the same thing: strange contacts that rose from the deep, streaked across coastal waters, and then vanished into the abyss. Locals began calling them the unknown swimmers. In 1972, a massive alert was triggered near Sognefjord, Norway. Warships were deployed, helicopters dropped sonar buoys. Everything was mobilized. For 2 weeks, the Norwegian Navy hunted an intruder they couldn't catch. When sonar finally tracked it, the object plunged to 9,000 meters, far deeper than any human craft could survive. Divers later found a metallic fragment lodged in the seabed, a material no lab could identify. NATO quietly flew it to the United States, and then the reports stopped. By the 1980s, fast movers had become a whispered legend among sonar operators. They all described the same impossible speed, the same vanishing signature. Some believed it was advanced Soviet technology. Others thought it was just a glitch in the thermal layers. But a few, a rare few, believed something else lived beneath those waves. Then came 1991. A sonar operator aboard the USS Omaha recorded a solid object moving underwater at speeds between 180 and 230 knots. For reference, the fastest submarine ever built, the Soviet K-222, reached only 44 knots. That recording was later confirmed in declassified fragments. And yes, the Navy really did use the term fast mover, but the mystery didn't end with the Cold War. In 2019, journalist Jeremy Corbell released footage from that same USS Omaha, showing a glowing sphere descending from the air into the ocean. No splash, no debris, just gone. Moments later, sonar detected movement, something fast, deep, and completely silent. The crew's voice, captured on the log, still sends chills. We have a submarine contact, moving too fast to be one of ours. When the Pentagon was pressed for answers, their response was short. The object remains unidentified. Behind closed doors, multiple nations, including the US, Russia, and China, have confirmed similar underwater anomalies. And all share one terrifying detail: no cavitation, no turbulence, no sound. It's as if the laws of physics don't apply to them. Some scientists believe these could be experimental drones. Others whisper about autonomous crafts, relics of a civilization that came before us. But among naval officers, there's one theory they never say out loud: that these objects aren't entering our oceans, they're leaving them. And maybe they always have. Ancient sailors once spoke of glowing wheels beneath their ships, submerged stars, lighting the dark seas of Crete. Even Columbus wrote of strange lights moving beneath his fleet in 1492. The deeper you dig, the more these stories echo through time, myth bleeding into classified sonar logs. Maybe they've been watching us from the depths. Maybe we were never alone beneath the waves. So the next time you stand on a quiet shore and stare out across that endless horizon, remember this. We've explored less than 5% of our oceans. The rest remains black, silent, and unknowable. And somewhere out there, in that vast, crushing darkness, something still moves. Faster than our fastest machines, deeper than our deepest dives, and smarter than we dare to imagine. Because whatever they are, the Navy already has a name for them. They call them Unidentified Submarine Objects.